Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let me just erase some of the stuff I'm starting last minute, but that's okay because it gives me time to wait for you guys, the patrons, who are going to be jumping on in for this versus battle. So, how is everybody doing today? Okay, just let me know when you guys start jumping on in. I'm going to get everything set up really quick. Carrie 1976 versus Carrie from 2013. Okay. 1976 versus 2013. And the reason why we are doing 2013 and not the one that came out, I want to say in the 90s, is because I have not seen the one from the 90s. So we're going to go with the one I have seen, and that's the 2013 remake. Now, I know a lot of this is going to be one-sided. I know. We're going to have categories, so don't worry. I will bring them up on the screen. I know this is going to be very one-sided. What's up? It's... Okay, yes, I got to change my name here to you. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us. Getting bit up by fleas. We have animals, and it is flea season, but I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Okay. I'm glad that one person that's jumped on in. If you guys are jumping on in, by the way, just say that you're here so we can get started. I'm going to wait on a few more people, so please don't go nowhere. Please don't go nowhere because I don't want you guys missing the live stream. Remember, this is like a once a month thing, so I will decide the next month versus battle, but this is going to be for Carrie 1976 versus Carrie from 2013, and if you guys know how this works, hey, buddy, all here. Thank you for joining us, Stu Tank. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad some new people making it. I don't think you guys made it to the last one, which I feel bad about. But the last one was It, the 1990 miniseries versus the 2017 and 2019 remake. But this is going to be for something a bit smaller. This one's not going to be as long because, you know, let's face it, Carrie is not really, there's not a lot of characters. It's kind of a more... it's not really as big of scope story as something like It or even Pet Sematary. So the characters are, it was harder to pick out the characters I'm going to compare in these categories for this film. Justin, I'm here for once. Yes, I'm glad you can make it, Justin. Thank you guys for joining. I'm glad you patrons can hop on in and join us for this live stream. And of course, I always got to start the video with saying thank you guys so much for supporting this channel monthly. Really, it's more appreciated than you think. It really does mean a lot. You guys are just badasses. So, of course, if you guys are just jumping on in here, what we do, how we do this is that we compare the movie characters, and then I compare certain other elements of the movies, and then we have a giant talk about which one is good. And, you know, even knowing I know this is probably going to be very one-sided, it's probably going to be the 1976 film that wins this round. I'm going to feel really stupid if it's... No, it's 1976. I know it's going to be the 1976 film that wins this round, but we also can acknowledge certain aspects of the 2013 remake that I think are not noticed. And it's really a shame because I do like the 2013 remake. I actually think it's one of the more unfairly hated films out there. Like, the 2013 Carrie, dude, gets so much hate. It's so crazy. And, you know, most of the reasons why it gets as much hate as it does is because people find it to be a very unnecessary movie. And for the most part, it is very unnecessary. Oh, look at that. Well, unpopular opinion, I like the 2013 version more because of the special effects, and I have a huge crush on Chloe Moretz. Dude, we'll get to Chloe Grace Moretz here in a few minutes. Because we have to compare the two, right? Sissy Spacek versus Chloe Grace Moretz. And I love Chloe Grace Moretz. I have a giant crush on her. She's a very beautiful woman. Absolutely. And we're going to get to one of the reasons why, of course. I thought the prom scene in 2013 was underrated. I actually really liked it. Yes, I can't... you guys are getting me excited for the talk. Okay, so... I want to make sure, guys, don't go nowhere. Please don't go nowhere. I'm glad you guys are here. Really do... But I'm going to go ahead and check and see if we have any more people jumping on in. We have 3 people right now, and I really, really, really want to get more people jumping on in here. So let me go around, make sure some people are joining us. Okay, here's a patron. Here's a patron. I'm going to send her the link to the live stream. Bam. Okay, so I'm sure some of these people are probably working, to be honest, but it's kind of unavoidable if they miss it. You know, this is, you know, and to be honest, this is going to be posted on YouTube, but only patrons can have like a total access to actually voting on these things and having fun with it. So I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy it along with me. And I'm sorry if I'm keeping you guys waiting. I know you guys are probably really wanting to get to the voting, but I just want to make sure more people jump on it. As many patrons as we possibly can be in this live stream. I will definitely take it, you know. So Stu, Justin, and Ruthless, thank you guys for being here. Don't worry, we are going to get started here in a few minutes. We have someone else who just jumped on in here. How you doing? Thank you for making it. 4 people now, unless they just left. We have 4 people now. We will get to the voting. Just making sure more people hop on in. And again, if you're hopping on in here right now, and you please say hello. Let me know that you're in here, so I know we can get started. Okay. I know several people. Okay, one of our patrons, I think, just saw the message. Okay, cool. I'm going to wait for one more person, and then we're going to get started, okay? Because, again, this is not going to be a giant, long live stream, and there will be a month. This is a monthly thing, so next month we'll do another versus battle. So if you miss this one, don't worry about it. We will do another one. We will do a different subject, of course, but if you guys can't make it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. And I got to film tonight a few episodes for Tales of the Crypt and have those posted for you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying those Tales from the Crypt episodes, revisits. Those have been a lot of fun to watch. Okay, so we're waiting on one more person at least. At least one more person. All right. And I think, probably at least 7 categories we are going to be discussing, so that's going to be pretty fun. And actually, the prom scene, funny that you mentioned the prom scene, because we are going to be talking about the prom scenes for each of the movies. And it's been a while since I've seen the 2013 one. The last time I saw the 1976 film was actually like several weeks ago. So it hasn't been too long since I've seen the 1976 one, which I do love that film. So, okay, guys. By the way, hit the like button if you like this type of content. Always means a lot. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead, and I hope more people jump on in, and I'm sorry if you guys missed this. Of course, you know, again, I can't say this enough. Next month, we will have another one, so don't worry. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our first big talk, our first comparison, which is obviously, let's face it, right? The first one is going to be Carrie White versus Carrie White. We got Sissy Spacek's performance against Chloe Grace Moretz. And now we're going to talk about this before we decide a final conclusion, right? So we get to choose either between Chloe Grace Moretz or Sissy Spacek. Okay. I know this is going to be very one-sided for the most part. I know I got several fans of the 2013 film here, so I really, really appreciate that. That gives it more of a different perspective on certain things. Because, you know, I'm feeling like this. I thought this was going to be like really one-sided, but thought this was going to be very one-sided. But hello, Carolyn. Yes, thank you for making it. You just made it. Yes, thank you. Okay, we got 4 people now watching this, so awesome. We're going to be talking about our first category, which is, of course, Sissy Spacek versus Chloe Grace Moretz as the character of Carrie White. Now, most of you are probably going to vote for Sissy Spacek, but let's also acknowledge something here, that Chloe Grace Moretz did a fucking good job. Actually, I really do. I think the 2013 film got such a bad rep, and it wasn't even its fault. I thought that, you know, yes, it's a very simple remake. It doesn't do anything new. It's not different. It doesn't, you know, bring anything new to the film at all. But overall, you can't deny that Chloe Grace Moretz is very likable as Carrie White. In my opinion, she's very likable as Carrie White, but almost a bit too likable. Do you know what I mean? Like, in a sense that maybe, because Carrie White in the books, and I actually haven't read the books, but I do know some of the aspects of the books, that Carrie White was not meant to be a straight-up, your ideal, beautiful girl. And let's face it, Chloe Moretz is a rather attractive woman, and she's probably the most attractive woman in Carrie. Like, that 2013 film, all of the other women are not nearly as attractive as Chloe Grace Moretz, and there was no reason why she should have been bullied as bad as she was. Not saying more beautiful people can't be bullied, not at all. But the fact that she was so beautiful, it was almost hard to believe she was. And it doesn't make too much sense. You know, Sissy Spacek, no offense, not saying she's not a pretty woman. She is absolutely, she's a beautiful woman. I'll give her that. But, like, seriously, I mean, it just makes more sense. Sissy Spacek was very awkward, and so was Chloe. But like, it made more. Sissy Spacek felt more believable. 2013 was okay, but I'm a sucker for the original. It's got to be Sissy. I agree. Chloe was so likable and a little too pretty. Sissy made the performance awkward and weird enough to be more like the book. And I do. I tend to agree with that. I really do. I think there are certain aspects of Chloe Grace Moretz that really work in this film, but overall, it's just not believable. I can't believe it. Like I can believe Sissy Spacek, you know. Uh, okay, so we got. I agree. Chloe was a little bit likable. They tried to downplay Chloe's attractiveness, but it didn't really work. No, it didn't. I really do agree with that. They tried to, but why is this beautiful young lady being bullied as much as she is? Sissy Spacek really owned the role. She was very weird, awkward. She had those very, I don't know, isolated moments. You know, there was very, it made sense. She reminded me of me in high school, which is not really saying, you know, anything good about me too much. But like, there are people like that. And she really she really grasped the role better, I would say. And that's not Chloe Grace Moretz's fault. I know, here's the best way I could probably describe Chloe Grace Moretz and Sissy Spacek's difference. Chloe Grace Moretz is very Hollywood. Like everybody in the Carrie remake is very pretty. Hollywood kind of casting, and it's not Chloe Grace Moretz's fault. I do think she did a good job as the role, but I do think Sissy Spacek really embodied is the word I wanted to use, embodies that type of person better. You know what I mean? I believe Chloe Grace Moretz Carrie was bullied because of her weirdness and religion, and that's understandable. I can see that. I actually can see that. Yes, she was bullied for her weirdness, and absolutely. But she is so goddamn beautiful that you would almost expect her to be. And even in Neighbors too, she plays that beautiful jock, not jock, but like that very party girl character that would make sense. You know, it's kind of ironic she plays that in Neighbors too, and she plays Carrie. You know. Chloe's too pretty, and I look, and there's nothing wrong with being pretty, obviously, but she's too pretty to be Carrie. You know what I mean? Like Carrie is Sissy Spacek. I mean, that's it. And again, not saying Sissy Spacek's not a pretty woman, but she does embody the character better overall. And she does look. I mean, if you look at the difference in the picture I chose, you know, there's two different. There's very two different. You see a pretty girl covered in blood, and then you see a psycho covered in blood, and Sissy Spacek looks terrifying there. Carrie looks like a girl who looks confused. She's probably confused on why am I getting bullied, right? Back in the 70s, being religious was normal, but talking about religion 2013 school as a teen, it was kind of weird. Again, yeah, I have no idea what life was like back then for sure, but yes, absolutely. You know, religion, depending on who you were, was a very, you know, that's what I meant for the role. Yeah, exactly. So, guys, go ahead and vote. Who do you want to see win this round? You got Sissy Spacek versus Chloe Grace Moretz. We'll see who wins round one, but go ahead and vote on who you want to see. And by the way, we got 5 viewers now, so guys, if you're just jumping on in here, please vote. Who do you think should win this round, Sissy Spacek or Chloe Grace Moretz? I'll wait for you guys to vote, and then we'll write down that little tally mark. This is, to me, for me personally, this is not a hard one. I would choose Sissy all the way. Chloe all the way. Hey, I respect that. I respect that. So I'm glad you voted for Chloe because I do like her performance as Carrie. I really do. We got Sissy for sure for Carolyn. So we got 1 vote for Chloe, 1 vote for Sissy. Let's see what you other guys have to say. Got another vote for Sissy Spacek. Thank you for joining us, Joel, by the way. I appreciate that, man. So we got 3 votes for Sissy Spacek right now. We got 1 vote for Chloe. Any more votes? Any more? I don't think I've seen... Scrolling up a little bit. Stewie, did you vote? Yes, you did. You voted. Okay, cool. So we got... I think everybody... Okay, Sissy, yep. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give it to Sissy Spacek. I'm not too surprised. Sissy Spacek really captured and embodied the role. But I do respect... I really respect your opinion. Definitely. Awesome. I'm glad she at least got 1 vote in there. But yes, Sissy Spacek wins the role of Carrie for this round. Now we're going to move on to round 2. This is going to be interesting. All right, this one's going to be interesting. Bam. Margaret White. All right, folks. This is... this performance, I mean, is overall, I would say, scary. Scary, right? Very, very scary. Give me one sec. Go ahead and let's talk about this for a few minutes. I got to message somebody because they're messaging me during my live stream. Not now. I'm live. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these two performances, right? These two performances. Let's see, really. Sissy, oh, the one, no question at all. It goes to Piper Laurie. Okay, yeah, but let's take a look. Of course, you know we got Julianne Moore, who is a very phenomenal, very great actress. Phenomenal actress, can't deny it. But Piper Laurie, really, again, just like Sissy Spacek, really is a fucking Karen, and I mean a Karen on another level. Oh my god, this woman is just so aggravating. Every scene she is in. I mean, don't get me wrong, Julianne Moore, she does a great job portraying this character, too. I mean, these two are very, very damn good at what they do with this role, but Piper Laurie, with that fucking smile and that laugh and that everything she thinks she's doing seems right, it's just so goddamn horrifying and cringy, but in the good way. Oh, God, she is so goddamn evil. When you think, yeah, religion when it gets out of hand, right there, straight up. And don't get me wrong, Julianne Moore does a great job, again, with the role, but, like, Piper Laurie, holy fuck. I mean, the scene where she drags Carrie into the closet and is just, you know, yelling. I mean, there's a lot of scenes in that movie that just really, yeah. Julianne is great, but she was too reserved as Margaret Piper was just completely insane. Yeah, I could see that. She was more completely insane than just coming off like a religious nut, She does seem like a very insane person overall, and she's kind of using, you know, religion as a source. I mean, overall, the character is kind of like that, though, where she's using just religion as a certain, like an answer for her problems, and kind of justifying her actions by, you know, answering for religion, you know. Tough, but I gotta say Piper Laurie, I don't think I can't, you know, Piper Laurie, I know will probably win this round, but I also do like to acknowledge that Julianne Moore plays a good psycho. A very good psychotic-ass woman, but there's something about Piper Laurie that is just, you know, I'm sure it freaked a lot of people out when they first saw Carrie. Like, her performance is just so goddamn horrifying. She's horrifying in such a very subtle way. Like, she's not in your face, like, trying to scare you, but there's something about her that really gets under your skin. Like, really gets under your skin. I mean, I only watched the film like 2 weeks ago, and I gotta say, I really felt it. I felt it. Every time I feel it, you know. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and vote on this one. I'm kind of curious to see who votes for Julianne Moore and who doesn't vote for Julianne Moore. Yeah, I understandably so. Julianne was fantastic. She's so talented, but Piper Laurie knocked it out of the park for me. Terrifying. And again, Julianne Moore is perfect. If you're going to cast any any Margaret White in the future, Julianne Moore was a perfect choice to play this character. I mean, you couldn't have got a better actress. But again, it felt very Hollywood-esque. You know, even in the trailer, Academy Award-winning Julianne Moore, it was like they were trying to bank off the fact that she was an Academy Award winner and not really trying to find somebody who could really pull off a role. And she does pull off the role awesomely. Don't get me wrong, she is fantastic in the movie. But you know. People really didn't. I don't even think people really knew who Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie were back in the day too much. They were just kind of people they just got because they fit the roles best, you know. Piper Laurie played the type of religious person that you want to stay away from. I'm trying to save you, motherfucker. Kind of like that. Yeah, kind of crazy, insane. If you call her a sinner, God forbid if you call her a sinner. But let's go ahead and vote on this, guys. Go ahead and comment either Piper or Julianne down below on the comments, and let's see who wins this round. So far, 1976, Carrie is in the lead by 1 point, with Sissy Spacek taking the lead as Carrie. All right. Go ahead and vote, guys. Piper Laurie played the type of religious person now. I thought, for some reason, I don't know why I thought that was another comment. My apologies. But this is going to be interesting, and I can't wait to see the next round. We got to vote for Piper Laurie, of course. You know, I'm not surprised. Piper Laurie for Stu. Who comes in next? Yeah, just go ahead and comment Piper or I like Julianne Moore, but Piper was more convincing. I vote for Piper. So we got 2 votes for Piper. They're all going to laugh at you. So I'm assuming, I think, yeah, Piper Laurie played. Yep, Piper for sure. We got 3 votes for Piper. Julianne Moore for me. She terrified me with her roughness. I respect it. I respect it, Ruthless. I really do. I'm glad. I respect it. But I think, yeah, Piper's probably going to win this round. So we're going to go ahead and give the vote for Piper. But again, Again, Ruthless, I don't blame you. I don't blame you because these performances are still really good. They're really good. Okay, we're gonna move on to our third match. Those were the tough ones, I would say. No, the tough ones still yet to come. Yeah. So now we got Sue Snell. We got Amy Irving and Gabriella Wilde as Sue Snell. And Sue was the girl who asked Tommy to go on a date with, or go to the prom with Carrie to try to make up for the fact that she was getting bullied. So this is a very interesting character. Again, there's not too many characters in this movie that I could have pulled away from this movie and compared because, some are really skimmed over. But this is one that this is a good character. This is a really good character, actually. She had the right mindset. Did it play out the way she wanted? No, absolutely not. But she had her heart in the right place. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I know it's gonna be very one-sided for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Amy Irving is probably the better one. I mean, just I just don't know. Like, Gabriella Wilde, no offense to her, she feels like she could have probably played the bully. I mean, just look at her. She looks like that type of preppy person. And that's not saying, Amy Irving could not have been a preppy person at some point. She laughed at Carrie every once in a while. But, Gabriella Wilde really captured a bully-looking person. And I'm not trying to judge, obviously. But if I had to cast, if I had to cast Sue, I mean, I wouldn't have picked someone so pretty, preppy looking. She could have pulled off a bully. She could have pulled off, a very college kid vibe. So this is going to be interesting. Let me hear your guys' thoughts. Of course, this is round 3. We got 2 votes in the lead for Carrie 1976, and then we got no points so far for Carrie 2013. So I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this round. Because this is where it gets a little bit tough, because these characters, of course, are they're not really they're not as big of a part of the story as probably the 2 ones. But she is still a big part of, obviously, the story. I grew up with Amy Irving being Sue. It's hard for me to picture anyone else being her, so I'm guessing you're gonna pick Amy, Sue. Stu. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But let's have the discussion first. Why would you pick? I mean, obviously you grew up with her, so that makes sense. And she just fits that role better. To be honest, Gabriella Sue was kind of annoying. She could do more for the character. I can see that. Again, yeah, she kind of comes off to me like I wouldn't have been surprised if they switched the roles, between Gabriella for Chris, the main bully. To be honest, she actually does look more kind of like that type of person. Yeah, they were both good, but Amy's performance was awesome. She was a perfect combo of the bully with more of a heart. She really captured it for me. And that's exactly kind of how I felt about Amy Irving's performance. She does feel like that person who just, was a bully. She was following the flow of the crowd, going along with the flow, right? But then kind of just really started noticing, oh, what we're doing is really kind of fucked. Yeah, I agree. Gabrielle looks like she could be the bully. Yeah, I'm not even trying to be mean about it. But look at her. She just looks like a girl I would have gotten bullied by in school. So, okay, yes, I think we all can agree that Gabriella, she does do a decently passable performance, really good. But there's something about Amy Irving that just kind of, I think, captures it better. Amy came off genuinely nice. Gabriella's change seemed a little forced. Yeah, you can even tell, even certain things about the original film where you kind of just see the expressions on someone's face, you kind of just know that they're kind of seeing the real situation. They're kind of seeing, oh yeah, this might not be right. In the new one, they kind of forcefully had people change their ways. LOL, me too. I grew up with Amy too. I mean, the original came out when I was 8. Agreed, Stu. Agreed. So go ahead, guys. I think we all know who the winner is. Go ahead and vote on it, and I will go ahead and tally it up. So far, this is very one-sided. I'm not surprised, honestly. But we'll talk about the movie overall at the end of this, of course. But go ahead and vote, guys. I will write down your votes. This is really fun. I am enjoying these versus battles. All right, we got to vote for Amy. Hey, that's the first time Ruthless has voted for the 1976 film. Hey. Amy, we got 2 votes for Amy. Am I surprised? Not really. Okay, we got 2 votes for Amy. What do you guys say? I'm assuming Amy, yeah, but Amy, okay, we're giving it to Amy. Round 3 is 1976, but are we surprised? Probably not. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on to round 4, who is actually Dun dun dun. The bitch. All right, we got Chris Hargensen, the girl responsible for Carrie's abrupt snap. At the end of the movie, the prom scene happens because of this bitch's plan. So, let's talk about her. Let's talk about her. Nancy Allen versus Portia Doubleday. Portia Doubleday. Okay, this is it. This is the main bully of the movie. Uh, the bitch is how I refer to her. She's Karen as a child, right? Nancy Allen or Portia Doubleday. They're both very good. They're both very good. Both of them play just obnoxious assholes. Nancy Allen got under my skin quite a bit. The cringiness of her attitude was just horrifying. I think this one's tough too. Portia played such a good mean girl. Yeah, they both play such a good mean girl. Like this one is really tough actually because I actually like them both. Um, where I was saying like in the past, what was it? The girl who played Sue for the new one actually could have been like this girl, honestly, look wise. But no, this girl is still very bitchy and very horrifying and very not nice. But they both play it so well. They really do. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Who do you think? This is tough for me. I'm gonna go with you guys. I'm just gonna listen to what you guys have to say at this point. This one is one of those rounds. I mean, you can pick them. You can pick either one, and it would make sense to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's something about Nancy's that's almost psychotic. Like she has mood swings like nothing, and then she like loses her shit, and then is like happy and giddy with her boyfriend, and then just fucking goes like, yeah, kill it, yeah, kill it, kill a pig. Like what kind of fucked up? And they both do that, but what kind of fucked up? Plus Portia looked like a teen. Nancy looked 25. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, she kind of did, didn't she? Yeah, she does look a little bit older for sure. Portia, yeah, she does. You have a good point, Stu. She does look more the age as a high school bully. Nancy Allen, oh my god, though, this is the fucking. I was so dude that you have no idea. The scene where the teacher smacks her was one of the most fucking satisfying moments in that entire movie. But I gotta give it to Nancy. The original is always gonna be my favorite. I don't blame it. You can go with either one of these, and it would perfectly make sense to me. It really would. But this bitch is responsible for the fucking Carrie outbreak. I mean, seriously, like she costed a lot of people a lot of lives because of her just stupid ass decision. Easily one of the worst, like easily one of the like most hated bullies in film history, hands down, bar none. Bar none. Go ahead and talk about it for a few minutes or go ahead and vote on it, and we will go ahead and see who wins this round. Maybe this will be a point for the 2013 one. I don't know. We'll definitely see. We already got one vote for Nancy, which doesn't surprise me. Again, it is the 1976 classic. So go ahead and vote on it, guys. See who wins this round. I think we got a few more rounds after this, so... And one of them is going to be talking about a certain scene of the movie, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Put that marker down. So we got one vote for Nancy. We got Stu Tank says, are you... I'm going to vote Nancy. I'm going with Portia this time. Stu says Portia. Ooh, we got to vote for Portia. We got to vote for Nancy and Portia. We got, okay. It's tied so far. Interesting. Go ahead and vote, guys. Come on. Let's see who wins this round. This is actually, I'm very curious to hear who wins this round. I will talk about, obviously, I'll talk about the movie at the end of it. I'll talk about both films and why I have certain opinions about them. I can hear the dog outside the door. One sec. I'm going to try to yell away from the microphone really quick. So, guys, go ahead and vote, and I'll be 1 second. Hey, go downstairs. She did not listen to me. That dog is eating the cat food. I can hear it. I have to go with Portia. Oh, another vote for Portia. Holy shit. We might have a win for the 2013 one. I might be talking too soon, but 2 votes for Portia. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Portia with 2 votes. We'll leave it to 1 more vote, and then we'll go ahead and mark this up. Unless it's Nancy, then we have a tie. Then we'll have to wait for another person. So Portia or Nancy. Good God. Okay, I'm not sure if anybody else is going to vote, so we might have to go ahead and just mark that one. I think Ruthless just left the room. Ruthless! Tell us who you want to win! Alright, so 2 votes for Portia. We might actually just have to tally this up as is, to be honest. Which is fine, that's understandable. I already voted, boy. You missed my message. Did I really miss your fucking message? Let me go up. Agreed, Stu. Did you? I think you might have voted for the last round. I don't think I can see your recent message. I see you left a laughing face. Let me scroll up. I might be blind, Ruthless. Oh God, I feel stupid. Ruthless votes for. I can't find I can't find your vote. I feel stupid, but I can't. We only need 1 more vote. Okay, so you missed my message. I feel so stupid right now. I really do. I'm looking. Ruthless, do you mind telling me who you vote for again? So we may move on to the next round. Okay, let's see. All right, so I think Ruthless was gonna type it. Maybe it didn't go through. Yeah, I can't find it. Honestly, I don't see it. Maybe they have a bad connection. It's possible. It's possible. I don't see it. I would assume it's Ruthless was probably gonna vote for the 2013 film. Wait, my messages are not coming through. This one, your last few have, but the one before that you told me that you voted already has not come through. Honestly, can you go ahead and tell us what you would vote for, really quick? Just go ahead and say Portia or Nancy. Yeah, your last few messages have come through, so that's good at least. Oh, you vote for Nancy. Oh, fuck. Does that mean we have a tie? I did. I saw the last one you sent. Yes, I saw that one. But you vote for Nancy. Okay, so that would leave us with 1, 2. Okay, we got 2 votes for Portia and 2 votes for Nancy. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Portia. Okay, I'm going to give 1 point to the 2013 one because we're at a tie. So I'm going to give it to the 2000. Say it has a point. Okay, has 1 point on its side. So let's go ahead and move on to the next round. That was a tough round. My God. All right, next up is Tommy Ross. Yes, Tommy Ross. This is going to be another interesting round. We're going to talk about it, obviously. Of course, this is the guy who takes Carrie to prom and actually starts kind of connecting with Carrie. It's a tie, LOL. It is a tie. I had to make my own personal vote though to kind of get the round to go faster. but it was it was probably a tie. But I don't know how to tally mark a tie. I guess I could have given 2 points to both of them, a point to both of them. Okay, so now we got Tommy Ross, and we got William Catt and Ansel Elgort. I like them both. They both, well, I mean, Ansel kind of, was kind of a little bit forgettable. The stream, it might be a hillbilly. Sorry for slowing the stream. No, don't worry about it, Ruthless. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're voting. I'm glad you're having fun. I hope you're having fun. So, like, don't worry about it. It happens. So, Ansel, though, is kind of forgettable as this character, I would say. He's kind of that, he just looks like a generic person where, William Catt kind of looks like that kind of, he has his hair, he's crazy-ass hair. He's kind of a more, like, likable guy. He's very likable as the character. Very funny, very, shooting at, like, he's just very witty. He has fun with the role, He's a very likable person, has a good personality. So, and overall, he does actually start kind of getting attracted to Carrie, trying to make it fun for her in more of a way than what he thought he was going to be doing. Like, he just thought he was going to be taking her, and they were just going to be dancing, and that was about it. But then he actually, like, starts kind of liking Carrie as a person. I knew this was coming. William Catt seemed like he didn't really want to do it. Ansel seemed sweeter, though. He had better dialogue, too. I think I can, William at first, no, I don't think he wanted to do it, but then you could definitely tell once the prom actually kicked in that he actually did want Carrie to hang out with him. Like, he actually thought Carrie was a cool person. He actually started seeing the real person that Carrie was. But overall, they're both kind of pretty close to being similar, in my opinion. Ansel, though, he does a very good job as a performance. Yeah, he is very likable. He has a lot of good moments. For sure. So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and vote on this one, see where this one goes. This one's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm not sure where this one really could go. Kind of pissed me off that in the '70 version was a kiss on the dance floor, but in 2013 wasn't. So this is tough. Yeah, no, I absolutely, it's tough. Yeah, it's pretty fucking tough. And William, I mean, they both kind of lose it when they see that Carrie gets blood dropped on her and stuff. It's like the only guy actually in the room that was like, what the fuck? And don't get me wrong, there was other people obviously who gave a fuck too, but his reaction was kind of awesome. Like, he was like, what the fuck? Who did this? They did the death in 2013 better. I would say the death probably, was a little bit better in the 2013 one. And the old one, he kind of gets a bucket hit on the head. It knocks him out. And then the place catches fire. He dies that way. But in the 2013 was probably a bit better when it came to his death, at least. Very tragic. His death was overall a very big tragedy, honestly. Like, he was being a genuinely decent guy. I'll go with Ansel, though. He seemed more realistic and not forced that much. Okay, so we got 1 vote for Ansel. Okay, we got a vote for Ansel. So, guys, what are you going to vote on? Who do you think is going to win this round for Tommy Ross? Very curious to hear your guys' thought, of course. So we got 1 vote for Ansel. So that's 2013 film. See, again, you don't know where this could go. You might be surprised on how good the new one might do. I thought William did a great job. He seemed to really enjoy just being with Carrie. I felt that vibe too, especially towards the end of the movie where they were actually at prom and hanging out. Yeah, I vote for Ansel. Okay, so we got 2 votes for Ansel. We got 2 votes for Ansel, and we got, I think, 1 vote. I thought William did a great job. Seemed to really enjoy it. So I'm guessing Carolyn's going to go ahead and go with William on this one. So we got 2 for Ansel and 1 for William so far. Wow. Again, the remake is kind of kicking butt, which is surprising. I'm actually really happy that it's actually doing a decent job. It's holding its own. And this game might be closer than I thought. Honestly, don't even remember Ansel's performance all that much. To be honest, I don't remember Ansel all that much, but that's not really, that's not really me trying to slam on the guy. I think he does a good job, but like William to me was more memorable. I mean, on one hand, yes, Ansel was actually more interested in Carrie, but that's because Carrie was obviously like a really pretty girl. There was something about William, though, kind of figuring out that Carrie's personality was more powerful than the way she was coming off. Like, he actually started liking the person Carrie was. So, like, and that was based on personality. He actually was talking to Carrie and actually getting to know the person, which is a very big difference. If you invite a girl to prom, most of the time the guy's doing it, asking the girl that he thinks is the cutest, right? But this one, he was kind of pushed into it and actually figured out that he actually likes Carrie as a person. Yeah, Ansel, he did seem more realistic. Unfortunately, nice guys do have forgettable look. I think he was cast away. I vote for Ansel. So, okay, I think Ansel wins this round. So that is another point for the 2013 remake of Carrie. William in the beginning, I don't really think he was into it. He didn't want to do it, but once he actually got there with Carrie and hung out with her, he really just enjoyed being there with her. That was really sweet. I thought that was very real sweet too, because that really shows that the guy really wasn't wanting to do it. But then when he started learning who Carrie was, he really came around to her and was like, okay, she's not as bad as what people make her out to be. So absolutely, I respect both opinions for sure. So here's the next one, and I know who's gonna win this one. So like, we got Billy Nolan. Yep, we got Billy Nolan played by John Travolta and Alex Russell. Who's gonna win this one? I already know it's gonna be John Travolta because it's fucking John Travolta, right? It's John Travolta, which is a big, which is already a big fucking plus, right? It's John Travolta as this guy, and he is a douchebag as Billy. Let me tell you, he is a douchebag. They're both very big douchebags. And, there's Alex Russell has that kind of that look, right? That look to him, like you want to punch him in the face. John Travolta, you don't really want to punch him in the face, but you're kind of annoyed by him. But the Alex Russell character, look at him, dude, just sitting there in that car. Look at that fucking jackass. He just looks like a dick. Plus, he approached her, appreciated her like in his poem. Yes, that was a good moment. Yes, the poem scene was a very good moment. Even enough where he called like the teacher a dick when he tried to insult Carrie. What kind of teacher would do that? What a fucking asshole. But anyways, Alex Russell. He looks the more, I've known guys who look exactly like that and are exactly the way they look. Very dickhead, very douchebag. John Travolta, the original, get her done. Yes, John Travolta, BRB, gotta walk my puppy. All right, Ruthless, no problem. So we got one vote for John Travolta. We got 2 votes for John Travolta because it's fucking John Travolta off the back, like John Travolta. Kill it, Billy, kill it. The pig scene, my God. So yeah, Alex Russell, and he's kind of the same, in my opinion, Alex Russell's kind of in that same boat along with, what was his name? Ansel from, the Tommy Ross. He was kind of in the same boat where, he's passable, he does a good job for what he needs to do, he plays a dickhead very well, the guy plays a total sweetheart very well, but then they're kind of just thrown under the bus, they're kind of forgettable kind of performances, they're very passable performances, but Alex Russell acted like a real criminal. John Travolta just seemed like he would do anything to get laid. Yeah, and that, I'll tell you what, man, that makes a little bit more sense. Honestly, yeah, look at the guy. Look at Alex Russell. Look at that look. He looks like that's the look that you'd get if, you were just trying to mind your own business and that guy was just being a dick for no reason. That's the kind of look you would get. John Travolta, though, was only doing things to impress people. He was just doing things, he was a dick, but he wasn't like a dick on that level of like criminal dick. So Alex Russell might be a more realistic dick. But then again, John Travolta, his reasoning for what he was doing in the original one was kind of hilarious. He was just doing it to kind of impress the girl he's liking and, get laid and stuff. That's basically why he was doing it. So, you can go with either one. I would accept either one, absolutely. Both of them make sense to me. I still think John Travolta is more memorable, not only because it's John Travolta. That's the obvious reason. It's John Travolta. He should automatically win, right? No, Alex Russell does do a good job. He is a dick. Alex does look like a real thug. Yeah, he looks like the type of guy that would pull that shit. Vote for Alex Russell because he reminds me of a real-life bully. Joel, yeah, man. I agree. He reminds me of a real life fucking asshole I knew, and he does. I've known several people who look just like that and just act like that. So like, yeah. Okay, so we got 2 votes for John Travolta. We got 1 vote for Alex. So Stu, who are you voting for, Stu? I see that I'm kind of John Travolta's. It seemed. I'll vote for John anyway. I don't blame you. John Travolta's John Travolta. He's John Travolta. He deserves a vote, right? Absolutely. So we got 1 vote for Alex and 2 votes for John Travolta, which doesn't surprise me at all. So who's gonna win this round, folks? Stu, the decision is all yours. Who is gonna win this round? Alex does realism, but I gotta go with John. John Travolta wins. That is another point for the 1976. Okay, we got 1 vote for Alex, and then we got 3 votes for John Travolta. Does not surprise me. For me, John will always be on the disco floor. Yes, man. Pulp Fiction, right? Okay. This is the last character comparison versus battle. So we got Mrs. Desjardin. Desjardin? I want to say is her name. We got Betty Buckley and Judy Greer. Of course, Judy Greer went on to do films like Jurassic World and Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends and all the Jurassic World films. But Betty Buckley and Judy Greer, who I think this is probably the toughest one because both of them do a phenomenal job as this character. Both of them do. I really like both of them. I really do. This one's tough. I do like Betty. I like the scene where she smacks Chris. Beautiful. But really, I mean, Betty Buckley, I don't even think lived through that fucking prom scene in the first one. I think she got killed just along with them all. But Judy Greer, I think, lived. Yeah, Carrie in the new one actually let her live. Which we'll get to the prom scene here if you missed. But this one's interesting. So I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say about this one because this one is hard. When Betty slaps Chris I love that scene. OBS, my computer says I just reconnection successful. If I disconnected at any point from OBS, my apologies. I like Judy, but her character was a little bit unrealistic though. Yeah, I mean, it was very Hollywood written, I think. A little bit too, Hollywood definitely had their stamp on this new film for sure. Everything looked very clean and glossy when the original one felt very, very, very fucking real. Betty, yes, the slap was perfect. I have to go with Betty. I figured you were going to go with Betty, Carolyn. I like Judy Berry character, so this seems like you guys might vote for Betty all around. Betty Buckley, because of that one fucking scene, the slap scene, which is all automatically awesome. Who does not like that good Chris Henderson smack to the face? So we got 1 vote for Betty. So that didn't take long. Yeah, Betty all the way on this one. Okay, so we got 2 votes for Betty. I'm not surprised. 2 votes for Betty. Betty wins this round. It's just no question. Betty wins this round. So that's 5 for the original 1976 Carrie versus the 2013 one. Okay, now we're gonna get to the big thing, right? Which movie? I almost said MILF. Which movie had the best prom destruction scene? All right, now we're gonna have to talk. Which one had the best prom destruction scene? I think I would go with the original one overall because the original one felt very unique. It felt very unique. God damn, that was fast. 2013. 2 votes for the 2013 one automatically. 2013 wins this round. Oh my god. Not yet. Obviously, we have 2 more people who can vote, but 2013 one wins for those 2. Very interesting. That's very interesting. Like, seriously. Wow. Original for me, damn. Look, oh wow. Nope, 2013 won this one. Holy fuck. 2013 just won that one like nothing. I mean, I'm going to talk about the original one really quick. You know, the original one, for what it was, I felt that Sissy Spacek obviously captured the fear of everybody, even, you know, the fear of Carrie in that moment. Her eyes in that moment were just horrifying. Um, she really just turned into a demon. She snapped completely. Where Carrie kind of in the new one looks a little confused. She looks like she's enjoying it in some ways. You know, the original one looks like she's not enjoying it. She just lost it and snapped. She doesn't care anymore. They spent weeks shooting the 13, and it shows. Wow, but already, yeah, that one won like nothing. But you know, I gotta, yeah, have to acknowledge the new one did a really good job too. Obviously, it looks really clean, very visually stunning. I mean, it was a great scene, the 2013 one. But so that's 3 to 5. Wow. Okay. Okay, so the 2013 one, we're gonna move on to the next thing then, since that one just won. Awesome. All right, guys, here's the final one. Best movie. Which Carrie is overall the best film? I'll leave that up to you guys. Which one is the superior movie? My favorite part of the original was also, the slow-mo scene of her leaving the doors open in their own. Yeah, that was a really good scene. Absolutely. Absolutely. But this is the definitive question. Obviously, right now it's already shown that the 1976 film won. But which film, in your guys' opinion, is the superior movie, and which one's more memorable and likable for you? That is the final question of this versus battle. Overall, original, no question. So we got one vote for the original film. Not surprised. It is the original. It is a classic. Sissy Spacek overall capturing Carrie was just insane. The atmosphere, the tone, the look. I mean, it's just overall original. I have to say, there's parts I really loved about the 2013. The original was arguably a better movie. You already know my answer. Chloe is my queen. So we got we got 2 votes for the original and 1 vote for the 2013 one. 2013 film did a lot better than I thought it was going to, and I actually respect it. So, and there's a lot of people who go and say, you know, the 2013 one is just a shot for shot remake, which you can argue it is, but like it does a good job for what it is. Definitely. So we got 2 votes for the original and 1 for the 2013 one. I'm curious to hear what Joel thinks. That should be the deciding vote on who the winner is. They left out the jump scare at the end of the remake too. Yeah, I mean, to me that's okay. I think you can't recapture that for sure. You know that the way they handled that was just so perfect in the original. Original was more realistic. Vote for the original. Okay, so that is that. So we have 6-3 for Carrie versus Carrie. Wow. Okay. To be honest, I didn't expect it to be so close, because it really was. I mean, seriously, guys, this is really close. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Carrie 1976, like 6-3. Wow. Guys, that was it though. The original 1976 film won. I like how you're not even talking about the 2002 version, because it was kind of trash. I haven't seen the 2002 one, so I can't really talk about it. I can only talk about the ones I have seen, but guys, thank you so much. Agree 2002 is trash. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Of course, we're going to be doing another one next month. I will announce whatever films I decide to put up against each other next. Thank you for being patrons, of course. I try to please you guys as much as I possibly can, me and Michael both. So I really appreciate you guys joining me for this. This was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I've been doing this throughout the week. So, of course, if you like our type of content, always be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and share the content if you love the content. Thank you, patrons, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, more patrons hopefully get more patrons in the future, so you guys can have more people to vote and stuff on these future videos. So, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Keep it retro, movie friends, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.